All right, let's talk about Ather Energy. They're a massive name in the electric vehicle world, and honestly, their latest results show a company that's just shifted into a whole new gear. Today, we're going to pop the hood on this growth machine and really see what's powering their incredible run.
And this, right here, is the big question. You know, India's electric scooter market isn't just some friendly competition. It's an absolute battleground. It's packed, it's moving at light speed, and right in the middle of this chaos, Ather is making a serious play for the top spot. So, how on earth are they doing?
So here's how we're going to break it down. We'll set the scene with the EV battleground, then get into the jaw-dropping numbers. After that, we'll unpack their playbook, check under the hood at the financials, and finally, take a look at what's coming up next on the road ahead.
Okay, first things first. Let's just take a second to appreciate the world Ather is operating in. This is not an easy place to win.
I mean, just think about it. You've got tons of companies all fighting for attention. The technology is changing all the time, and the pressure on pricing is just intense. Every single sale, every customer, every tiny point of market share is a brutal, hard-won fight. And that context is exactly what makes their recent performance so impressive.
All right, now for the fun part. Let's get into the numbers that have everyone talking. This is the what of the Ather story. And trust me, it's pretty wild. 97%. Just let that sink in for a second. Ather nearly doubled its sales compared to this time last year. Look, in a market this fierce, that kind of growth isn't just good, it's absolutely explosive.
And this isn't just some lucky flash in the pan. What you're seeing here is a steady, methodical climb. Look at that national market share. They've gone from just over 7.5% a year ago to over 14% today. They're consistently taking a bigger and bigger slice of the entire pie. So how are they doing it? Well, it's all rooted in a really smart strategy. Own your backyard first. And in South India, Ather isn't just another company. No, they are the undisputed #1, commanding almost a quarter of the entire market. They've basically built a fortress in the South, and that fortress is just getting stronger.
But here's the thing. They're not just playing defense. They're on the attack. Take Middle India, for example. Their market share there has more than doubled in a single year, leaping from around 4% to almost 11%. It's pretty clear their expansion plan is not just working, it's working incredibly well.
So you see these insane numbers, and you've got to be asking, okay, but how? How are they actually pulling this off? Let's get into their core strategy, their winning playbook. It really all comes down to these 5 pillars. They're obsessed with quality in the user experience. They build a ton of their own stuff in-house. They wrap the whole thing in this amazing software ecosystem, position themselves as a premium, desirable brand, and, this is key, they do it all without just burning endless piles of cash.
Now, this idea of vertical integration is super important. So what does that actually mean? Well, think of it this way. A lot of competitors might just buy parts off a shelf from different suppliers. Ather? No way. They design and build a lot of their key tech themselves. And that gives them this incredible, almost obsessive control over quality, cost, and how the scooter actually feels to ride. It's a huge advantage.
And get this, it's not just about selling the physical scooter. A full 12% of their revenue doesn't come from the vehicle at all. It comes from things like software subscriptions and add-on accessories. That's a real, growing business, and it's a huge part of their whole premium feel.
And if you want proof, look no further. A whopping 89% of their customers are paying extra for the Pro software package. People aren't just buying a piece of hardware, they're buying into the complete Ather world. That shows you just how powerful and sticky their whole ecosystem really is.
So the growth is fantastic, right? But is it smart growth? Is it profitable? Okay, let's head into the financial engine room and see how Ather is actually building a strong, efficient company.
This is seriously impressive. They have managed to slash the cost to build each scooter, the cost of goods sold, from almost 1.5 lakh rupees down to about 1.12 lakh. That's a direct result of that vertical integration we talked about. And that savings, it goes straight to the bottom line.
And here's exactly what that looks like. When costs go down, what happens? Margins go up. You can see their adjusted gross margin has been climbing steadily, hitting 23% last quarter. This tells you the business itself is getting healthier and more profitable with every single scooter that rolls out the door.
Okay, now for the real mic drop moment on the financial side. A 1,700 basis point improvement in their adjusted EBITDA margin. Now, for anyone unfamiliar, a basis point is just 0.01%. So what this means is a massive 17 percentage point jump towards profitability in a single year. That is a huge flashing signal of just how much stronger this company's financial health is getting.
So, Ather is obviously on a serious roll. But, great companies never ever stand still. So what's next? Let's take a peek at their innovation pipeline.
And their roadmap is crystal clear. They are pushing hard on so many fronts at once. They're upgrading their core software, developing a brand new, more affordable scooter platform, rolling out new battery tech, and building a massive new factory. These aren't just small tweaks. These are the foundational blocks for their next huge wave of growth.
So we end right back where we started. We've seen the explosive growth, the dominant market share, the brilliant strategy, and the rock-solid financials. It really feels like every part of this machine is firing perfectly. And it leaves us with one last, really fascinating question. Are we just watching the rise of another EV company, or are we witnessing the birth of an unstoppable EV empire in India? Only time will tell. Thanks for joining.